And we live. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Watch Your Mouth Reviews. This is your boy James. I am here to give I guess this is an update video, so this will not be a review, but a review of all the topics while trying to watch my mouth. And it's not gonna happen. So sorry, y'all. I tried. Joining me as always is my girl, Mrs. Beth. Y'all say what's up to her.
Hello, I'm excited to be here. Like the video, subscribe to his channel. Don't be scared.
Yes, and also subscribe to Mrs. Best channel because the reviews or recaps that I do not do on my channel, we definitely collaborate and do on her channel. So for our Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, all of the franchises, we try to collaborate on both channels. So on my channel, I have Real Housewives of Dubai, Family Empire Houston, Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, I'm missing. Oh, and the Braxtons. I did pick up the Braxtons, y'all. So we getting them out there. We getting them out there. So this is an updates video because a lot of things are going on in the blogs and we got to talk because I haven't really done updates videos as much as I should. So I figured why not do one tonight? And Mrs. Best is a trooper because we here later than we have ever been on either one of our channels. Well, maybe for me, I remember I had an East Coast 3 hour ahead time and sometimes I had to get there a little late, but that's okay, y'all. So first thing we're gonna talk about, because we do Real Housewives, pretty much all the franchises except for New York and Orange County. I know Mrs. Best, I think you did Miami at one point, or you want to do Miami?
I'll be doing Miami once it comes back.
Yeah, so I'll be joining her on the Miami train because I want to do that one with her. So y'all, but speaking of Real Housewives, they back September 18th. Y'all, they are back. Uh-oh. I didn't finish my slideshow, y'all. But the ladies are back, y'all. We are here for it.
Yes, we
I
are.
just made Mrs. Best watch the trailer. She said it was boring as hell.
Well, I don't want to say that it's just entirely boring, but it looks like without Monica, it's going to be less entertaining.
I'm going to say it like this, not to call out my best friend, but I'm going to say it like this. I agree with her. The trailer did not give anything to me. It seems like they've made Mary a full-time cast member because they knew they were going to lose viewers. You can't get rid of both Mary and Monica. It's just not going to happen. And then you're going to keep Heather. And she's centerfold. This pisses me off because Heather should have been fired when it came out that Jen Shaw allegedly gave her the black eye and that they were trying to put it on production, that someone could have done it for production. Heather Gay should have been fired. But the fact that she is sitting there center is beyond me. That's just beyond me, y'all. I have never, when I tell y'all white privilege of it all, this is when people say white privilege doesn't exist, you looking at it right now, it's standing right in the middle. Because there's no way any of the black housewives on any of those other franchises would have been able to get away with accusing production of doing it. And where there had to be a whole HR thing about it.
That's true.
So I'm not looking forward to Heather. So when it comes to Heather's scene in my recaps, I'm just gonna say Heather's scene and move on to whoever's next in line. I'm not gonna be going over Heather's scenes. If she's in the group setting, fine. I will talk about her then. But when it comes to her individual side,
anyway.
she doesn't. She doesn't give anything at all. So I'm not really. So it would be the same thing. I'm just not because I don't feel like I'm going to give her any energy on my channel. I'm just not going to do it because I feel like what Bravo did was wrong. I don't care what no one says by keeping her. So let's go ahead and dive into what they're saying about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and what we can expect from them. So it says that Heather Gay, Lisa Barlow, Angie Casanovas, Meredith Marks, and Whitney Rose will be back when Bravo's franchise returns to Salt Lake City. Mary Cox, who has been a friend of the cast, also rejoins as a full-time housewife. The 5th season premieres Wednesday, September 18th at 9 p.m. So I will be ready, y'all. I will be ready. So notably, as expected, given the show season 4 ended, missing from the cast is Monica Garcia, who deceived the rest of the cast and producers. Bullshit. The season finale revealed that Garcia was one of the people who behind the Instagram account that has been trolling the girls for the cast for years, and revelation that became the focus of subsequent three-part reunion. Following the explosive ending to the season, Bravo and Garcia were taking a break, cooling off period. Watch What Happens Live's host and executive producer Andy Cohen said at this time, now that parting ways is official, the cast drama is moving on, and we saw, and I watched the trailer, it seems really ridiculous. We have three new women joining the franchise, including the new housewife who we show pictured here. She's all the way in the back right there with short hair. Her name is Brownwind Newport. So we have another Brownwind because we have another one on Orange County, I believe. Who would have thought that name was that popular? But she's a longtime friend of Lisa. So I was like, oh shit, here we go. And she's making a splash with the ladies with her outrageous, fabulous, and confrontational style, per Bravo. The two new friend of cast are Utah native practicing Mormon and real estate developer, actress, singer Brittany Bateman, and Rose's friend Melly Workman, a model and mom of four who was raised LDS and since left the church. Okay, Latter Day Saints. Gotcha. Okay. So we got a lot of day saints here. So we have Pentecostal, Latter Day Saints, Mormon, Jewish. They are just a mosh posh of different religions on this show. So the first episode starts off with such a bang. Cohen really teased. They do something that I think has never been done in housewife shows before, which the whole cast, whole first episode is a whole first all cast event. I feel like you have done that before. What are you talking about? Let me see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? No, so that's pretty much it. So, um, well, we
Ain't
know
never
Whitney.
lied.
We know Whitney for sure is one. I feel like Heather and Meredith and Lisa for sure. I don't know about Mary, and I don't know about Angie. Okay, and I don't know. I don't know Broadway. You liked Monica James? I did. I did. I did like her. I felt that she brought a lot of like honest and very like middle class problems to a show where a lot of women on the show are very rich and wealthy. All of them, even Mary wasn't the one who said her husband wasn't black, he's light skinned. Well, we know Mary is a self hating black woman. We already know this. She looks like she stopped with the, I'm gonna say allegedly because I can't prove she bleaches her skin, even though I can clearly see old pictures and tell. But I have to say allegedly because Mary's never come out to say she bleaches her skin. But yes, I did like Monica. I liked her a lot. I thought she gave a different dynamic, which makes me feel like Real Housewives. I don't think on any of the current franchises, but maybe start a franchise where the people are more middle class citizens because I think that drama would just be a lot more fun for me. Um, so yeah, this cast was interesting, but I'm excited to see where this cast goes. I'm excited to see who's gonna carry the season, who my favorite's going to be. Um, in that first season, I'm sorry, Mary could have told me different, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm really excited to see them. I've made Mrs. Best watch the trailer behind the scenes because we can't show it here on the YouTube streets because they will get your video if you do. But I thought the entertaining parts is that Mary and Meredith have a falling out. I did not see that coming. So I'm wondering what happened there. I feel like it has a lot to do with Angie K, that her and Mary are kind of close now. I think that had a lot to do with it. Yeah, but nobody wants to watch middle class housewives. That's the point of the housewives, to see life behind the gates. I don't know. I kind of think I'm done with that dynamic. Mrs. Best, how about you? Do you think you're done with seeing the rich people? Because they don't really bring anything. Like,
I'm not done with seeing them because they do bring like a certain quirkiness to all these shows, but I would like to see them mix in like at least upper middle class people that could stand to gain something. But I think that's difficult because they kind of tried that with Danielle on New Jersey, and it's just been struggle bus. But they definitely need to make some changes to what
I
they do
think
with
because they
casting.
need more. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to catch up. I think they need more. They need more of that dynamic. I think like if they had no, I don't think it would be like that. I don't think it would be like that at all. I think if they had more women that were more, I think it would just be a more relatable thing. Like I'm not saying go get the lady who work at the local insurance company or go get the lady that work at the grocery store. I'm not saying that. I'm saying get like people who are just starting out, like an entire cast, or just like starting out, and we're showing them working their way up to the business. So that way, when they get to season 4 and 5, they have already developed whatever they were selling to us. I think that that should be the show's concept. And Bravo in that call center, if you listen, don't be taken by ideas now. And if you do come to Phoenix, I will set it up. I have all the ladies in line ready to go. So come on, just saying. First season of Housewives of Atlanta was middle class, however, it was quiet as again. Yes and no. Yes and no. I feel like yes, they were like upper middle class, but I feel like there was a lot of perpetrating that we really couldn't see who really had it and who really didn't because of the perpetration, especially coming from Sheree. So I kind of felt like, yeah, it was. Y'all know, I think Bravo has a call center, y'all. It's already been proven. Like they put the number out and everything. So I started the call center here on my channel. I've been calling Bravo the call center all up. So if someone else does it, I did it here first on Watch Them Out reviews. But yeah, but moving on from Real Housewives, so that's all I have to say. We will be recapping Real Housewives of Salt Lake City on my channel, so you guys be on the lookout for that. So the next thing we gonna talk about, I'm gonna share my screen. Let's talk about this because this is a show that Mrs. Best actually recaps on her channel. So we're gonna talk about this real quick.
Trying to see if she can feel something. You is too old.
Don't even go there.
Potter, get your grandma.
I bet you can.
Why are you laughing like that, Rashida? Let me watch this again. Hold on, y'all. Because the
I heard you later.
No.
Oh, man.
No.
We're gonna talk about it. My leg.
Tomorrow. It ain't that. She and
She
mama be wanting to sit between my legs trying to see if she can feel something. You is too old.
don't even go there.
Potter, get your grandma.
I bet you can.
I mean, I don't know what was worse. Her sitting and grinding on this man's lap. Or was she talking about something? What the hell is so funny? What the hell is so funny? Rashida, please enlighten me. I need to know what was funny about that.
I want to know who felt the need to post it and why.
I would have posted that shit too. That shit was ridiculous. Because it was, I'm telling y'all, I
Yes.
was more mad at Rashida just sitting there just going, like, no, that shit is not funny. I would never, let me tell you something. Michael B. Jordan cannot sit on my mama's lap. Or she can't sit on, my mama can sit on Michael B. Jordan's lap. She can't. Sorry, not happening. There are boundaries. And she wouldn't do that to me. Like, that's some goofy shit there. And I'm just like, Rashida, the fact that you just think, and the conversation is weird too. It was like, I want to know if I could feel something, and ooh, horsey and all this shit. I'm no. Oh, they irritate me, y'all. When I tell y'all, if y'all don't subscribe to Mrs. Best channel, this is the best time to do because we go in on Love and Hip Hop when we on her channel because they do the most craziest, wild shit, and that has to be the wildest thing I have seen from these two. And I'm just like, no, that wasn't funny, Rashida. That's not a time. That's not when you need to be laughing because it's given that everybody could just play in your face when it comes to that man. That's what it's given. And that's not cool. Mrs. Best, is there anything you want to say since this is a show that you recap and they're on the show you recap?
I just want them to like Go away. Rashida, the whole clan. I'm over it. Nobody takes this marriage seriously, and now we see the mama don't either. So I'm over them.
We all over that girl. That was crazy as hell. I just can't get over Rashida and that laugh like that. I'm sorry. That shit wasn't that damn funny. Like it just wasn't. Like she irritated me. But speaking of people who irritate me, hey Joseph Felton, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. We finna talk about one of your favorite people in just a second here. So Toya Bush Harris is building another home. So, hey HK, thank you for joining us. Y'all, I'm telling you, this lady is 2 for 2 with this shit. I'm telling you, or 2 for 20, or what does that saying go? Well, I forgot already, but she is building yet another house. It looked like it's gonna be nice.
At it again.
I just want to know if they paid off the first house, because allegedly the reason they left the first house that they built is because they still owed massive debts on it. You know, you could take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of nigga. This girl's still thinking. I don't even know if she's thinking actually, but I know she never wants her husband. She never wants her husband to retire because she just keeps spending massive amounts of money that make it like impossible.
I just want to know what was wrong with the last house y'all built. Like, I get the debt thing, but like, what was wrong with that house? It was beautiful. I loved the aesthetic. I loved the diagram. I loved the floor plan. I loved everything about that house. And I felt like she building the exact same house. The pool thing looked the same. I mean, I don't understand why she does this every year. It's like every season she's on Married to Medicine, they're in some house that they're either building or renting. It's like, and that's always the storyline. I don't want this to be her storyline this season, y'all. Where's the wine? How's that doing, Toya? Is it still happening? I'm hoping that's your storyline this season. I'm hoping that this house is not their storyline. Because I don't know if I could take Toya in the storyline of a house. And that's a show I recap on my channel, by the way, everybody. So I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know. Because it's like, I want them to win. I do. But it just feels like them moving every season, them building homes and selling them after they've been in them for just a few months. It's like, what more can we learn from that, from you being on Married to Medicine? I just want to know, because it's crazy that when I saw that across my screen, I'm like, I knew they were in talks of building a new house, but I forgot about it, y'all. I did. I forget about Toya when it comes to these homes. But the fact that she building yet another home, I'm like, y'all think sure are, friendly. Just saying. So hopefully, good luck to them. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully they stay in this house, because you never know. Married to Medicine can go off TV at any time. Just saying. She better off building a 2-family townhouse and just using it as an Airbnb or rental. You know what I want Toya to do? And I said this before. I want Toya to go on HGTV and do kind of what Egypt Sherrod is doing. But instead of building the homes and doing renovations, doing like interior decorating or something like that, like a house that's like outdated with furniture and stuff. I want her to go into the house and completely just change it, because I feel like she's good for that. I feel like that's her calling, is to design. I really do. And I could be wrong. And Bravo with that call center, don't be giving them my ideas without running me my check. Just saying. But yeah, I do. I feel like she needs to go on HGTV and get like a little spin-off show of something.
She
And
needs to hire a financial advisor. She just does. Desperately.
you know what's funny is that it's funny you say this because she has said that she makes more money than Eugene. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay. And that's allegedly because I remember it was I don't know if it was on Watch What Happens Live. I don't know where she said it. So I can't say because until I can pinpoint where she said it, I'm gonna say allegedly. But I remember hearing her say that she makes more money than Eugene does. And I'm just like, okay, okay. Ain't my money. I ain't got to deal with it. So good luck, Eugene. You know, we hope those because you know, those 18 shifts a month, you know, we hope it doesn't go back to 25. Just saying. Because last season you said you burnt yourself out and we can see it. So I hope this does not put you back in those situations. We hope, you know, for your sake. But what else is going on here? What else we got to talk about? Let's see. Let's talk about this real quick. Because this shit threw me for a loop and Mrs. Best sent me this shit. So, congratulations again to Drea Kelly and Cisco Rosado. You guys know Drea Kelly is R. Kelly's ex-wife, and you know Cisco from Love and Hip Hop for celebrating of 11 years of their relationship. During the celebration, Drea mentions that the couple met at Needy Leak's wedding when Cisco was dating Jennifer Williams.
Ways that I can't even describe. So I thank you for being a beautiful woman that you are and being so special to me and, you know, for entrusting me with everything that you believe in.
Hey, my makeup is not waterproof. All right. I just want to say 11 years ago when destiny is just one of those things that you cannot control. We were actually at Mimi's wedding when we met. I was with my then second husband, and you were with your then girlfriend, Jennifer. Chemistry is one of those things that you can't control. I would have never thought that 11 years later, that conversation we had, he is the man that he promised that he would be. I know that.
You know,
Thought that we had the time. They thought. Where's the rest of the creep squad?
right.
Where are his
Where are y'all at in this situation? Please let us know. Because I'm at a point where I'm just like, when did this happen? In 2020, weren't you in marriage boot camp with old girl from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Or was that somebody else? No, somebody else. Sorry, y'all. Getting two people. They both bald headed. Sorry, that was my bad. But I feel like he was with Jennifer. He was with 11 years ago. So that was what, 2013? So Tierra Marie was somewhere in that. He was dating it was somebody else he was
There's
dating
this
too.
girl that got made fun of on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood that we saw on New York. I think Diamond was her name.
Yes, Diamond. That's who I'm thinking of. Yes, she was the one.
Mariah Lynn.
Yeah.
Like so many people in this 10-year frame that he and Drea are allegedly together. I just don't understand what's happening.
I feel like they're given a honest timeline, but it's not a timeline of an actual relationship. I feel like this was fuck shit that they're trying to say that's when they met and they just continue to have maybe a friendship that developed into a relationship because that's confusing as hell when we have publicly seen him with other women on national TV. And what gets me about Drea Kelly is that I feel like she just wants to be seen, no matter what capacity it looks like. She just wants to be seen. And I'm starting to get annoyed with her because it was like, lady, look, we're not trying to blur the lines on relationships here, but at the same time, you look crazy as hell for claiming a man who has noted to be on a TV show and a part of a male group that is called the Creep Squad that has a track record of trying to say they share women or has been with each other's women or whatever the case may be. With that one season him and Peter Guns was fighting, it's like I wouldn't want to have no affiliation with that, and I wouldn't claim somebody like that for no 11 years when I know damn well at least 5 of them years he has been portraying himself with other women. So where were you in that equation? I just want to know. Yeah, they trying to break the internet with that shit because we all was confused. Everybody was confused. We was like, you were an 11-year lie because we sure didn't see you. You weren't on Love and Hip Hop. So I guess congratulations to them. I hope it works. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But that shit was weird. But anything you want to add, Mrs. Best, before we move on?
Nope, they're both full of it, and I'm not. Nope, full of it. She went from
Well,
R. Kelly to Cisco. I'm over her.
she had a man in between that, but I don't know where that happened. I know she got married after R. Kelly. I didn't know that at all. But okay. But speaking of Jennifer and Foolishness, we got one more little clip for y'all that we gonna play, and then we gonna get it up out of here because I'm tired. So let's go ahead and watch this Foolishness. Hold on. Oh, here it is.
When you found out he was 29, was it a red flag for you?
He checks all these boxes for me. Let's see.
Well, things about you going to prison. There's things about domestic violence charges.
My charge was false imprisonment.
Long were you sentenced? For how many years?
10 years to serve 7.
Did you ever get physically harmed in prison?
I was stabbed in a gang war.
There's a lot of people who are very.
Oh, let me play that again because we missed some shit.
When you first saw Jennifer, did you know who she was?
I never watched the show, you know what I mean? But I knew exactly who she was.
Were you in a relationship at the time you saw Jen?
I had literally just gotten out of one with my children's mother.
You guys first met. How old were you?
29. And she was 47. 46, 47.
When you found out he was 29, was it a red flag for you?
He checks all these boxes for me. Let's see.
Well, things about you going to prison. There's things about domestic violence charges.
My charge was false imprisonment.
Long were you sentenced? For how many years?
10 years to serve 7.
Did you ever get physically harmed in prison?
I was stabbed in a gang war.
There's a lot of people.
Now, I could have sworn the reason he went to prison was for DV and that he had restitution. That was
People are missing
$250,000.
that false imprisonment counts as a form of DV. If you're getting into an argument or altercation and you do something to your spouse or say something that is abusive or rude, then you get charged with domestic violence. However, it can be higher charges of it. And in his case, false imprisonment, meaning he kept somebody against their will in a space that they should not have been. And he was convicted for this. So I don't know why in his mind he thinks false imprisonment is better than DV. I would rather see a light DV charge versus you imprisoning your ex against her will. Like, that's 10 times worse.
Right. It's just crazy to me that she's just sitting there, just so tickled and just like, yeah, he checks all these boxes and just, I have to see. And he didn't even know how old she fucking was when he met her. Jennifer, I know I read you on Mrs. Best channel enough, so I don't even need to really go in there. But she is really serious, y'all, about marrying this dude. And she's going out here just making just a complete fool of herself. And it's so disheartening to watch because I've been watching Jennifer on TV since I was freaking 19 years old. I am 34 now. So I'm just like, Jen, I had so much on high hopes. I thought this relationship was just gonna be some bullshit that later on you would find out about it, but apparently you in it. So I just hope and just pray that you keep everything intact. I hope and I pray that you got a prenup, which I'm hearing allegedly you say you didn't want one. So I'm just like, I can't win with Jennifer, y'all. I tried. She too old to be acting like this. This is some, mistakes you make in your 20s or 30s and thinking that, okay, I ain't gonna never do this again. I got to have all my ducats in line. But, hey, she really is into this man. It's the real deal. Who would have thought? It's so sad. It really is. It's so sad.
And the interview didn't help us none or help her none. Now his face at certain questions, you could tell he was nervous about, meaning he's guilty of something. But you know what, Jennifer, if you like it, the rest of us love it. When you get scammed again, do not cry on the internet. No one's going to feel sorry for you.
Oh, I sure not. I sure not. Dude, take your Rolls Royce like the other dude that took your Range Rover. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna be like, well, that's what the fuck you get. Because we try to tell you when dude stole your Range Rover that you need to have a little bit more clarity and discernment. Because you clearly don't have any of that. Because there's no way, once again, that a man could just sit on a YouTube channel, drive by Rolls Royce, and just reap the benefits of it. So, oh gosh, I feel for her, ma. Just so sad. Just so sad, so sad. So I wanted to talk about one more topic, y'all. For Belle Collective. Hold on one second. I thought I sent it to myself, but I did not. But we have to talk about Latrice Rogers and this lawsuit that has made some headway on not national news, but like it's been a talk about her since I think maybe a week or a couple of weeks ago. But apparently she was being sued. And I'm hoping this plays out on the show, or at least some of it. I don't know. You just never know these days. But let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Can't pull it up here on my computer because I'm not logged into my Facebook here. Because I recently changed my password, but allegedly Latrice Rogers must pay $150,000 for intentionally using Ada Green's likeness without permission. Use Green's image on billboards and internet advertising, and it's being said that she never paid Ada Green. So when this happened, I was like, Mrs. Best sent me the information, and I had seen it all around, but I was like, okay, I don't know if this is real or not, but it's been reported everywhere that allegedly this is going on and that she's being sued for $150,000. So, Mrs. Best, I wanted to ask you directly if you feel that Latrice needs to pay this money for using this, or do you think they have some sort of other agreement?
That's probably an honest mistake. It's hard because we don't know if the case is settled or not, but we know that she has the money. So
true, and everything is alleged, guys. I don't know. I didn't read the court cases. I am going to when I pick up the show, when it comes back on, whenever it comes back on. I know they're still filming the show, so it's definitely coming back. And I can't wait because I need Belle Collective or something else, to weed out some of these shows that I have. But when it does come back, I am going to recap it, and I hope they divulge as much as they can. I know with legal things, they try not to go into it unless both people are on the show. I don't know if Ada Green's on the show or not, but I am curious to see what's happening here. So I'm gonna touch more base on that when Belle Collective comes back. I don't know when they'll be back. I know somebody was asking me, do I know when they'll be back? No, they have not released a premiere date. And also someone asked me about Groaning Gospel, if that was coming back. I've heard both sides. I've heard that it was supposed to come back. I don't know if they got the casting back. I don't know what's going on with Growing Gospel. I would love it to come back because I did enjoy the show when I watched it. So I'm hoping it does come back. I'm also hearing Bold and Bougie will be coming back too. So I'm just like, okay, here we go. Because y'all know how I felt about that show. So we'll see. But yeah, a lot of shows. Carlos got a full roster. So we'll see what happens. But those were the updates, y'all. Salt Lake City is back. You know, we talked about some Belle Collective and then also Love and Hip Hop Foolishness, Rashida and Kirk. So that's it, you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to both channels. Me and Mrs. Best will, Mrs. Best is going on vacation. You know, it's her anniversary, which we say happy anniversary on the Watch Over Our Reviews channel to you and Mr. Best. We appreciate you both.
Thank
you guys. I've been friends with this young lady for a very long time. I've got to see her in this marriage grow and flourish, and I'm just so proud of them both. So you guys deserve this. But I believe we'll be on my channel solo for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I'm, you know, we do on vacation. Girl, it's your anniversary. You ain't supposed to be here. I'm gonna send her a link anyway because I
my own lives anyway. So I'm like, I'll be sending you a link and all of that. I couldn't get out of it, and then I have a music review. So, and there's a tropical storm, so I'm sure I'll be inside.
Well, we still wish you safe travels and everything on Watch Your Mouth Reviews channel. And she will be here with me on Love and Marriage Huntsville, which is tomorrow. So I need to go watch the episode right now. So I thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate you, HK, OST. We appreciate you as well. I don't know if anybody, Joseph Felt was in here earlier. I don't know what happened then, but we appreciate you, Joseph. Thank you for joining us. I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys are here because I'm sure Love and Marriage Huntsville was a mess. So we'll see you guys then. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.